Um, Monday Night Raw, AEW. That's what we were doing.
What day are we on?
Okay,
we're in August.
Yep, August 4th, 2003.
BEAUT.
All right. Let's see. This is what we love to see. Okay, so back on track, back in effect. We have the AEW champion, Brock Lesnar, coming out with Paul E. Dangerously, Paul Heyman, whatever you want to call him, to discuss Brock having no plans for SummerSlam. And unfortunately, the poor guy killed his opponent too early. Be that way when you're a beast incarnate. Nothing we can do about it. Only thing now is to have Eric and Tori come out so we can discuss who is going to be Brock's victim at SummerSlam, because we can't have the world champion doing nothing at the biggest event of the summer. So obviously they sit back, they wait patiently for Eric and or Tori's music to hit, and it never comes. And the reason for that, Oz, is because we go to a video feed in the parking lot. And an expensive vehicle, pick your favorite expensive vehicle, I don't care which one, pulls up.
At the time, there was an indie wrestler that I really like named JD Escalade.
Okay.
So what if it's Cadillac Escalade?
All for it.
Okay.
All for it. Rewind. Cadillac Escalade pulls up in the parking lot. Out steps a familiar cowboy boot. Out steps a second cowboy boot. The door shuts. Who is it? It's our Heartbreak King, Shawn Michaels. He's back. He's got a noticeable scar from the window that he went through. Poor guy.
Yes.
But he is stomping his way to the ring. As he almost approaches the ring, he stops, eyes something, grabs a lead pipe, and then continues to make his way down to the ring.
Lincoln Man's wrestler.
Truly, one of the greats. One of the greats. Shawn walks out, top speed, sexy boy, blares to the speakers. Crowd's losing their mind. And then Shawn slides in the ring, ducks a clothesline from Brock Lesnar. Nails him straight in the skull with the lead pipe. Brock, and I will give it to Brock. I don't know how he bumps the way he does because it looks so uncontrolled, but he has full control at all times. But stumbles backwards perfectly between the top and middle rope, falls, bounces off the apron, and lands on the floor. Hops back up, hopping mad, obviously.
That's awesome.
Jumps up to the apron the way he does in his entrance, and Shawn just hits him again with the lead pipe.
I like it.
And obviously, Paul Heyman, wise man he is aware of what's known as patterns, and decides to stop the pattern before it becomes a long-term problem. Paul stops Brock from going back up, says, not now, this is not the time, it's not the time, please listen to me, because I can't actually stop you, so please listen to me. So we got to go to the back for right now.
Love it.
Shawn picks up the AEW championship that obviously Brock left on the floor, and says that there will be a main event at SummerSlam, and when the main event's over, the Heartbreak King will be AEW champ.
Yeah, because he's a showstopper. He's a main event.
He's the headliner.
Yes, that too, yeah.
I wanted to say, there's very few people with more nicknames than Shawn Michaels.
Very few. Triple H might be...
He's pushing it.
Yeah, they're working.
Yeah, I'm about to say, step to step. I'm about to say, if he gets 2 or 3 more titles in WWE, he might be the guy. So I seen us trying to get up there. Never Seen 17 is a pretty solid one, to be fair.
Exactly.
So we have a short Carlito promo to,
Get the
wean
point
down.
across,
Yep. And show my boy Carlito some future love. He'll be on the show coming soon. Next up, John Cena and Rhino are challenged to a rematch for the tag team championships by the former tag team champions Goldust and Billy Gunn. They want this challenge in 2 weeks.
Okay.
After the challenge there, we see Christian walking to the ring. As he makes his way to the ring, he's walking through the corridors. And as he walks past, we see Sean O'Hare just look at him, just glance, smile.
Okay.
And then keep walking towards the locker room.
Yep.
Christian just defeats the local jobber. I just needed Christian to, get a match on the show.
Sure.
So does his thing.
I also like using the silhouette.
Yeah.
Like vacant. because that's fun.
It could be anybody.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, if you want to get creative and say this guy was the guy, I don't care.
Well, so I don't want to say it was this guy because I have a couple of this guys on my show
Gotcha.
this coming week. So
yeah, I'm about to say occasionally we use this guys because we only have so many people on this roster.
Oh, absolutely. But what I mean is the two cameos that will be happening on SmackDown were folks that were getting tryouts on Velocity. And since they were recorded on SmackDown, I can cheat to use them.
Nice.
Much like how Danielson did with Cena.
Yeah.
In real time.
Or how we use Xavier in that.
Exactly.
I'm about to say we had experience with this.
Thank you for being here at Mr. Super Oz. This video is going out, and this channel only exists because I, Oz, founded Gamble Comics, which first release was Everlasting Survivors, a 68-page graphic novel called All Day Long. Available now. Follow the link in the description that will take you to gamblecomics.com. While there, you can get hats, shirts, posters, much, much more. But most importantly, the story itself.
All right, finally, main event of the evening. Randy Orton versus Rikishi. Rikishi wanted a no disqualification match for the Evolve title. You know the rules, no outside interview. Well, no, everyone's banned from ringside.
Exactly.
Is the wording we want to use.
It's the Continental Classic concept.
Exactly. Thank you. So obviously, lot of energy, a lot of excitement. This is a big match for Rikishi to get revenge for his boy Scotty 2 Hotty after the attack last week.
Well, I don't know if you're doing this on purpose or not, but I feel like
who knows what I'm
I was gonna say I feel like that the rule keeping Triple H and Ric Flair away from ringside really helps emphasize the talent that Randy possesses.
Yeah, that was
because there's definitely a part of me that thinks the more he has them to lean on, the more you can be like, oh, this guy's not all that. But with them kept at bay, it's like, oh wow, this kid's got something, which is true.
I say he's baby stepping. Listen, and just think, if he gets this fifth defense, this young upstart, at this time 23,
probably
22, 23-year-old kid is going to have a shot against Brock Lesnar, who's also in hindsight a 22, 23-year-old kid.
Yeah,
but that's beside the point. Actually, I think Brock's a year older than him.
Yeah, he is, because when he won the title, he was 24.
24? Okay.
Or no, he was 23 when he won it, but now we're a year later. Because the first time was last year.
Now he's 24.
Yeah, now he's 24.
Okay, got it. All right. I remember they were close in age.
Yeah, they're close in age.
Never hit the number. But yeah. As Randy's doing his pose, doing the entrance, all that good stuff, we do get a video in the back of Triple H and Ric Flair fighting for their lives against Rob Van Dam and the Dudley Boys. They are obviously 3-on-1 and Rick's 50-something at this point. So they're obviously getting their asses whooped. But Randy can't worry about that right now. He's got a title match.
Important business, yes.
So there's a lot of hot action. I'm gonna be honest. Randy is not his darn near 300-pound self as he is in today's day and age.
Yeah, absolutely.
So his power's not there.
Diminished, yes.
Yeah.
Compared to Big Keish, yeah.
Yeah. So Big Keish does a lot of throwing him around. We get one spot where Randy, so Rikishi sets up a table on the outside, steps into the ring, gets in, like you know how most people step through the top and middle rope.
Of course.
So of course Randy kicks
the
middle
rope,
rope right in the dick.
What is that thing called? The sumo attire?
Oh, the sumo attire,
yeah, right. Kicks him right in the thong.
Yeah, the thong.
Actually, I remember we booked that he doesn't wear the thong in our era.
Yeah, I'm about to say he has the leather pants, but if he did have the thong on,
yeah, it'd be funnier. But
it'd be hilarious.
I just prefer his booty to be covered.
Yeah, me too. I'm pretty sure he did too. But, you know, Vince thought it was funny, so it was true. What it was.
That is what happened.
After he kicked the rope, he hits an RKO through the table. But then you remember that problem I just said like 5 seconds ago about how he's not as strong as he is now?
Yes.
Yeah, so he can't pick him up to get him back in the ring. So he pretty much just keeps stomping him out, trying to get him back up. so that he can get the cover in the ring.
Can I tell you a funny story about stomping?
Yes.
So, you were on the Ready to Rumble video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were in the same room with me.
I
So,
was about to say, I was the
ETEP
only one in the room.
Yeah, ETEP was on there with Brandon and Jeff. And so recently, ETEP from Now Wrestling with Horror, formerly known as The Place to Be Reviews, we were texting the other day, and he was saying, I was telling this kid, or talking to this young wrestler, and I said, I'm gonna use the Garvin Stomp, and he looked at me like a deer in the headlights, and he's like, I don't know Rugged Ronnie Garvin. And he's like, no. And he's like, you remember when Randy Orton used to step on every limb of his opponent's body? He's like, yeah. He's like, that's the Garvin Stomp.
That's the gimmick.
And I told him, I said, I'm glad that you have enough understanding to help get him to where he needs to be.
Help him cross the finish line.
Exactly. Yeah, it just popped me.
That's actually great. So anyway, finally gets Rikishi in the ring. Obviously, he covers him, kicks out because it's been 4 hours since he did that move. Eventually, Randy though sets up. This is like before he does let the arm bang and everything. So he's just kind of. I don't know what this pose was back in the day.
He didn't either.
Yeah,
he didn't either. He was just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, but basically he's calling for it. He's calling for the RKO. This is before he really found himself. He's not really a snake yet.
Do you know who the first person to ever take the RKO was?
I actually don't.
Shane Helms.
Really?
Yeah, I looked it up. Well, I just for curiosity one day when I was editing these videos again, I was like,
I gotta see that. Was it a good one?
It's aight. It's not the tops, but it's aight.
Yeah, because I remember he used to the way he used to set it up was he literally just got a cravat basically, and just ran.
Exactly.
And they just kind of fell for it. It was basically a diamond cutter, but not
correct. Yeah,
that's good.
It was an early diamond cutter.
Yeah. I gotta go look that up now. I'm curious to see how that came out. But yeah, so Randy goes for the RKO. Rikishi catches him though, and maintains Orton's body, just picks him up and throws him over his shoulder. Rikishi driver. 1, 2, 3. Rikishi is the new Evolve champion.
Nice.
So
yeah, the thing I like about that is we're not rushing to the payoff of the title's creation.
Exactly. I'm about to say we can't have Randy give his first world title opportunity this early in the game.
I mean, you can, but he ain't.
I can, but I mean, there's no reason letting him get crushed.
Exactly.
But yeah, Scotty comes out, celebrates with him.
I like that.
And
I love friendship. Big fan.
Yeah, I'm about to say, literally, they can't be a tag team, but they can still be friends.
Yeah, I like that.
And that's the show.